Mark your calendars. The St. Pete Opera is performing one of Verdi's most popular operas at the Palladium the beginning of June. And here to tell us more before we are treated with a musical preview is Maestro Mark Sforzini. Good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome
How are
back.
you today? Thanks. It's great to be back.
Yeah. And I'm so eager to learn about this because you truly say this is one of the most popular ones that people might know and recognize.
It's a very popular opera. La Traviata, which means the fallen woman, is the story of Violetta Valerie. She is a high-class courtesan in Paris, which is sort of a nice way of saying prostitute.
Okay.
And she meets Alfredo, and they fall in love. She decides to give up that life, but then his father comes along and says, "You're ruining our family's reputation. You need to leave him." So there's all this conflict, and by the way, she's dying of tuberculosis.
Oh my goodness.
Yes. So
Lots of drama
that's a quick summary.
In an opera.
But if you know the movie Pretty Woman with Julia Roberts and
I'm
Richard
glad you went there.
That movie is based on the La Traviata story.
Yeah.
And they actually go and attend the opera, and we hear music from La Traviata in that movie. Yeah.
So will people recognize that? Is it
there's
similar?
There's a lot of popular references to it. There's a scene in the movie Priscilla, Queen of the Desert, where one of the drag queens is riding the bus across the desert and lip-syncing to Sempre Libera from La Traviata. So it pops up in movies and TV shows all the time. Lots of great melodies, wonderful Italian opera.
If you have not been to an opera yet, is this a good one to start?
This is an excellent first opera.
Why do you say that?
It's very accessible. It has great melodies. The story is relatively easy to follow. It is a tragic opera, but there's a lot of fun party scenes also. And so it's, you know, not too sad, although it is kind of a tragic end. I don't want to give the story away.
Yeah, don't do spoilers.
A Pretty Woman, they sort of changed the ending and gave it a happy ending.
Okay, but it is an opera.
Yeah.
Well, set it up. What are we about to hear today, and kind of put it in context for us?
We are going to hear our two leads. Alfredo, he's a tenor, played by a tenor, and Violetta is a soprano, and they have sort of met for the first time in person, and Alfredo's sort of been obsessed with Violetta, so he's singing his eternal love to her, and she's saying, "Well, you might be the one."
Ah, a little teasing action going on. All right. Well, thank you so much for coming in today. We're excited about this musical preview. Again, there is where the performances are going to be the 1st, 3rd, and 5th, so go ahead and get your tickets today. But let's go ahead and take a listen.
Undi felice eterea mi balena innante e da quel dì tremante vissi d'ignoto amore di quell'amor che palpito dell'universo intero, misterioso altero, croce delizia, delizia al cuore.